Okay, so boys and girls, we've been talking about snakes. So the first thing before we do this activity, which is going to be a worksheet that says snakes can, snakes have, or snakes are. We have 3 separate columns that we're going to fill some information out on. But first, let me read to you again the snake facts for kids. Snakes are carnivores, which means they eat meat. They don't have eyelids. Snakes can't bite food, have to swallow it whole. Snakes have flexible jaws, which allows them to eat prey bigger than their head. Snakes are found everywhere except Antarctica. They have internal ears, but not external ears like we have. When they do the snake charming performances, they're responding to the movement, not the sound. There are over 3,000 different types of species. They have a unique anatomy, which allows them to swallow and digest large prey. Snakes are covered in scales. They're smooth and dry. They shed their skin. Some can be dangerous. They smell with their tongue. Pythons kill them by suffocating. And some sea snakes can partially breathe through their skin. Anacondas are super large, but the biggest, longest snakes out there are the Python reticulates. And remember, snakes can either have live babies or eggs. They can do both. So, the first thing we do on a piece of paper, remember, this is on the very bottom here, it says name. So let's write our name on the very bottom there of our snake paper. So, what's one thing we learned about snakes? What kind of animal are they? They're reptiles, right? So when we say snakes can reptile, snakes have reptile, or snakes are reptiles, So in this last column, in a third column, we're gonna write the word reptiles, which is R-E-P-T-I-L-E-S. So, do they have ears? They do, right? So we can put snakes have ears. And we're gonna put 2 words, so it's gonna take up 2 lines. We're gonna write that they have internal, which means inside, ears. So internal is I-N-T-E-R-N-A-L, ears. Remember, their ears are on the inside, not the outside. Are snakes rough? Are they smooth? They're smooth. So snakes can smooth, snakes have smooth, or snakes are smooth. So they're gonna be our smooth. So it's S-M-O-O-T-H. Snakes are smooth. What can snakes do? Who can think about that? Or say it out loud to the screen. What do we think that snakes can do? What happens to their skin? Can they shed their skin? Yes, right? So snakes can shed. Can snakes climb, like climb a tree? Remember from the book we read yesterday, they can climb trees, right? They use their strong muscles. So we can put that they can climb as well. C-L-I-M-B. So far we have snakes can shed, snakes can climb, snakes have internal ears, snakes are reptiles, and snakes are smooth. What else is something we learned about them? How about, can they chew? They can't chew their food, right? They swallow it whole. So we can actually put snakes can not chew. Not chew. And what about their tongue? What kind of tongue do they have? Who remembers what it's called? It looks like 2 little pieces. So it's a forked tongue. So snakes have a forked tongue. So I'm gonna put forked here on the first line and tongue on the second line. So we have F-O-R-K-E-D for forked, and for tongue, we have T-O-N-G-U-E. Are snakes wet or are they dry? They're dry. So snakes are dry. And what is covering the whole snake here? He has what all over his body? Little tiny scales. So we can put snakes have scales. S-C-A-L-E-S. So far we have snakes can shed, snakes can climb, and snakes cannot chew. We have snakes have internal ears, snakes have a forked tongue, and snakes have scales. Snakes are reptiles, snakes are smooth, and snakes are dry. What else would you say about them? They can lay eggs. Some can, right? And some can have live babies. That might be too difficult to write. Let's see here. How do they smell? Who can remember how they smell? What do they use? They use their tongue. So snakes can smell. Snakes can smell. Now, we could also use our opinions if we wanted. I could say snakes are cool, C-O-O-L. But you might think snakes are scary. So some people might put snakes are scary. You know, it depends on what you think about snakes. Do they have eyes? Remember, they do, because we put them on our diagram yesterday. So snakes have eyes. And we can put snakes can have babies. So we have a lot of different things about our snakes, and you can add in anything else you want. And also, if you have a colored pencil, because it's smaller, you can draw that in. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our snakes. I will see you later. Bye-bye.